From the outside, it looks like just another compact car trying to gain market share. But just a few seconds inside the new Tesla Model 2 is enough to realize it's not messing around. Who would have thought that for less than $10,000 you could find a luxury car-worthy interior? And we're not talking about colorful lights or shiny finishes, but a level of technology that until recently was unthinkable in this price range. The steering wheel, for example, is practically a computer in disguise, capable of recognizing who's driving just by the touch of their finger. It's strange to think of this as real, but it's happening right now, right before our eyes. The steering system doesn't just use standard sensors. It uses intelligent sensor layers that recognize everything from the pressure exerted to the body temperature of the person holding it. This combination creates a unique digital signature, which automatically configures the seat, mirrors, and even steering tension. No key, no button. The car knows who you are. And, according to Tesla's own internal information, this system will evolve into full biometric authentication, eliminating any traditional access method. It's as if the steering wheel became a real-time fingerprint. In the center of the dashboard, Tesla decided to go all out. Instead of a basic screen, they installed an 11-inch AMOLED display with full HD resolution, running the latest version of the brand's operating system. But it's not just the visuals that impress. This central unit is powered by advanced AI, trained with billions of interactions, capable of understanding voice commands with nearly 99% accuracy. This means you can literally talk to the car, even with the window open or music playing loud, and it will understand what you want. Schedule meetings, suggest routes, remind you of appointments, all without taking your hands off the wheel. This integrated AI connects with Gmail, Google Maps, and even your personal calendar to predict your routes before you even think about them. Heading to work? Model 2 already knows. Going on a trip? It adjusts the climate, adjusts the GPS, and even reminds you to pack your bag. It's a type of assistance typically only found in cars over $100,000. And the craziest thing is that all of this is already included in the Model 2's base package. It's not an add-on. It's not optional. It's the new standard for affordable cars. The difference here is that the only thing that's affordable is the price. The rest is pure innovation. Speaking of comfort, the air conditioning system is another surprise. Forget those air vents you have to turn back and forth. Tesla used a system inspired by the Model S's climate control, but on a smaller scale. These are invisible microducts, guided by solid actuators that adjust airflow in real time, depending on the cabin temperature. The result? No direct air jets in your face, no hot or cold spots. The environment remains stable, quiet, and extremely comfortable. And all this with energy consumption up to 18% lower than conventional systems. This kind of thermal precision is usually reserved for luxury cars, but now it's within everyone's reach. In tests simulating extreme temperatures in Mexico, the Model 2 maintained the interior climate within a variation of just 0.3 degrees Celsius. This means continuous comfort even on scorching days, without that oven-like sensation upon entering the car. And once again, none of this requires an upgrade. The system comes standard, with cutting-edge technology invisible to the eye but felt on the skin. Another notable feature is the interior trim material. No leather or hard plastic. Tesla opted for a composite of organic cotton and synthetic leather with polyurethane microfibers. It may seem like a small detail, but this ensures durability, comfort, and a very high level of hygiene. The surface receives a nanotechnology treatment that repels liquids, resists bacteria, and exceeds European durability standards. It's no exaggeration to say that this finish is more advanced than that of many top-of-the-line SUVs available on the market today. Even the trunk has gotten in on the smart game. The system uses Bluetooth 5.3 with high-precision location sensors to automatically unlock the trunk. But the most impressive feature is the contextual intelligence. If you usually go to the gym on Tuesdays, the car recognizes that pattern and adjusts the cargo mode to accommodate your items. Going on a trip, it suggests switching the setting to luggage mode, and even reminds you to pack your belongings based on your previous trips. And all this happens before you even open the trunk. It sounds like fiction, but it's in production. What's really behind the Model 2's impressive speed isn't magic. It's cutting-edge engineering combined with a rare daring in the industry. The aluminum-ion battery Tesla is testing is a game-changer. Created in partnership with researchers at Dalhousie University in Canada, this new chemistry promises more than just performance. It promises longevity. We're talking over 12,000 charge cycles without significant loss of efficiency. Something that, if proven on a large scale, could put an end to lithium's dominance once and for all. The idea of a car that can travel up to 1 million miles on the same battery sounds absurd, but it's being taken seriously. Recharging time is also one of the great advantages of this new type of battery. Instead of waiting 30 or 40 minutes at a charging station, the Model 2 can reach 100% charge in less than 12 minutes when connected to a V4 supercharger. This is possible thanks to the aluminum's extremely high ionic mobility and the cell's low internal resistance, which allows current to flow much more efficiently. In practice, what used to be a coffee break is now just time to organize the glove compartment. This leap isn't just technical, it redefines the experience of owning an electric car. But speed isn't just about fast charging. The Model 2 is equipped with a permanent magnet rear motor, specifically designed for aggressive acceleration in urban environments. And here, we're not talking about a car that drives well, but one that competes directly with sports models. In preliminary testing, the 0-100 km H sprint was achieved in 4.8 seconds, faster than the Toyota GR86, and almost tied with the Tesla Model 3 RWD. The difference? The Model 2 costs less than a quarter of the price, and the motor, being lightweight and optimized, directly contributes to this performance. Part of this performance comes from a series of innovations in the motor's structure. Tesla applied special geometries to the copper coils and reduced the use of rare earth elements, which not only reduces cost, but also weight. The entire assembly weighs just 62 kilograms, an impressive figure for an electric powertrain with this power. What's more, this motor isn't a runaway horse. It adapts to the environment in real time. Torque response changes depending on the type of asphalt, the road's incline, and even the density of traffic. Yes, the car senses the world around it and adjusts its power to make the most of every second. The secret behind this intelligent behavior lies in a system of sensors embedded in the chassis itself. These sensors monitor terrain, road texture, temperature, and even traffic flow. All of this is cross-referenced with GPS and satellite data to anticipate the terrain's behavior. If the system detects a steep incline on cold asphalt, it slightly slows torque delivery to prevent loss of traction and redirects regenerative braking to ensure stability. In other words, the Model 2 doesn't react, it anticipates. And this completely changes what one expects from an entry-level car. Tesla also created 3 driving modes that truly make a difference: urban, sport, and efficiency. Urban mode softens responses to save energy and provide a more comfortable experience in traffic. Sport unleashes full torque and makes the car much more responsive, ideal for those who want to feel the engine's raw performance. Finally, efficiency adjusts all systems to prioritize maximum range, perfect for long trips. Users can switch between them with a simple voice command, and the car's AI even suggests the best mode based on the current situation. The range is also impressive, with around 500 kilometers per full charge on Tesla's new urban efficiency profile. This figure was achieved thanks to intelligent software adjustments that control acceleration, air conditioning consumption, and battery management depending on the route. In other words, The car learns your driving habits and combines them with external conditions to squeeze out every possible kilometer. It's as if it's driving with you, making decisions every second to save energy without compromising comfort or performance. All of this is packaged in a car that costs less than $10,000. It's no exaggeration to say that the Model 2's performance is leveling the playing field between luxury cars and mainstream vehicles. It doesn't just strive to be fast, it strives to be smart, efficient, and, above all, affordable. In a world where most electric vehicles are still too expensive for most people, Tesla is showing that it can deliver power and innovation without breaking the bank. The next question that naturally arises is, how are they managing to offer all this for such a price? When someone hears that a car with this level of technology and performance is selling for just $9,397, the first reaction is usually distrust. After all, how is it possible to deliver so much innovation for such a low price? The answer begins on the factory floor, more precisely at Giga Mexico. Located in Nuevo León, this facility has become a key part of Tesla's cost-cutting strategy. There, labor costs hover around $4.20 per hour, a staggering difference compared to the $28 per hour paid in California. This difference alone represents massive savings in production scale. But Tesla didn't stop at just salaries. The real advantage lies in the application of the Giga Press, a giant casting technology that replaces hundreds of small parts with two enormous entire structures. This eliminated the need to assemble 370 individual parts into the chassis, drastically reducing manufacturing time, margin of error, and material costs. The result is a faster, cheaper, and much more precise process. Fewer parts means fewer screws, less welding, and less chance of something going wrong. It's an industrial leap worthy of a revolution. Cost reduction also involves the battery, which is typically the most expensive component in an electric car. With the new aluminum-ion cell currently being co-developed with Panasonic and CATL, Tesla has achieved a significant reduction in the price per kilowatt-hour. The goal of this partnership is to achieve a price between $43 and $48 per kilowatt, representing a drop of over 60% compared to the current global standard. Furthermore, by eliminating rare earth metals and utilizing abundant materials, this battery can be mass-produced without supply chain bottlenecks. This type of planning is what ensures scalability. Tesla is targeting millions of units, not tens of thousands. The higher the volume, the lower the unit cost. And with batteries that are simpler to assemble and use more common materials, the production pace accelerates even further. Unlike other automakers that rely on slow, outsourced structures, Tesla has opted for a vertically integrated and automated model. This allows for complete control of the production line, reducing waste and increasing margins even on low-cost products. But the determining factor in reaching this final price lies outside the factory. It comes from the government. The U.S. Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, offers incentives of up to $7,500 for locally produced electric vehicles. Because Giga Mexico meets all assembly and origin requirements, the Model 2 fully qualifies. This means that, for the eligible American consumer, the car could cost an incredible $1,897. Yes, less than $2,000 for a new electric car with all this technology on board. A price that until recently seemed like pure science fiction. Even for those who don't qualify for the full subsidy, the base price is already a direct challenge to the traditional automotive industry. Few used combustion engine vehicles cost so little, and none of them deliver such long-term value. Maintenance is minimal, fueling costs are practically zero, and the car's software is always updated online. Not to mention that a Tesla's resale value is usually higher, especially with the Model 2 brand already gaining popularity even before its official launch. And this is precisely where Tesla's most subtle strategy comes in, the software-based business model. The Model 2 will be sold with basic features, but will have additional features that can be unlocked through subscription. Want the full autonomous driving package? It costs $99 per month. Want access to the advanced entertainment system with streaming and games? That's an additional $49 per month. In other words, even selling the car at the cost limit, the company guarantees recurring revenue from digital services. It's the classic model of a cheap printer with an expensive cartridge, only much smarter. The game plan is clear. Win millions of new users by offering an affordable, reliable, and highly customizable vehicle. With this, Tesla transforms each Model 2 into a living platform for continuous monetization. And it doesn't need dealerships or mechanics to do so. The car updates itself, suggests upgrades, and manages payments directly from the central display. It's a closed and efficient ecosystem, designed to generate revenue while the customer drives. And with this entire structure in place, it's clear that Tesla isn't just selling cars. It's rewriting the very concept of affordable mobility. Many people still think they can wait a little longer before buying an electric car, that prices will fall, that infrastructure will improve, that the right moment will still come. But the curious thing is that all of this is already happening, and much faster than anyone imagines. 2026 not only promises to be the turning point for electric vehicles, but it could also be the last great chance to buy a Tesla Model 2 for so little. And this isn't just about the car itself, but also about a rare combination of low interest rates, government incentives, and an infrastructure that's finally ready to welcome this new generation of drivers. The Federal Reserve's forecast is clear. Interest rates should fall below 3.75% by mid-2026, after years of monetary tightening. And this completely changes the financing game. Based on projections from major financial institutions, it's possible to finance a Model 2 for just $19 per month on a 72-month plan with a 3.5% rate and zero down payment. That's cheaper than the monthly payment on a used combustion-powered car in the United States, which currently hovers around $148 per month. For the first time, a new electric car is more affordable than a used gasoline-powered one, but accessibility without practicality isn't much use. Fortunately, Tesla has been quietly working to eliminate range anxiety once and for all. The Supercharger V4 network is expected to add more than 18,000 new fast-charging stations by the end of 2026, spread across the United States and Canada. These chargers deliver up to 350 kilowatts of power and are being strategically placed so that, by mid-2026, any American will be no more than 12 miles away from a compatible station. This changes everything for those who were still worried about being left stranded. And most interestingly, this expansion extends beyond Tesla. By opening its charging network to brands like Ford, GM, and Rivian, the company has benefited from billions in federal infrastructure subsidies. This further accelerates the installation of new points and makes superchargers virtually ubiquitous on American roads. The idea that electric cars can't be used for road trips is slowly dying out, and the Model 2 arrives at this very moment, prepared for a world where fast charging is no longer a privilege, but a standard. The political climate also plays into the equation. In 2025, the U.S. Congress approved the EI Expansion Act, a new stimulus package that adds $1